What you want?
That's right. Thank you.
That's my job.
You want this?
Yes, please.
Hey, do me a favor, will you? Wake me up when this is all over.
I looked at that diagram for 2 hours already. Nothing. Some of us are interested.
Go ahead. All right. Now, this is the apartment in which the killing took place. The old man's apartment is directly beneath it and exactly the same. Here are the L tracks. It's the bedroom, another bedroom, living room, bathroom, kitchen. This is the hall. This is the front door to the apartment. These are the steps. The old man was in bed in this room. He said he got up, went out into the hall, walked down the hall, opened the front door, just in time to see the boy racing down the stairs. Is that right?
That's the story.
That's what happened.
15 seconds after the body fell.
Correct.
The bed was up against this window. It's 12 feet from the bed to the bedroom door. He had to get up out of bed, get his canes, walk to the 12 feet to the bedroom door, open the door, walk 43 feet to the front door, open the door, all in 15 seconds. Do you think this is possible?
You know it's possible.
I don't see why not.
He would have been in a hurry. He did have a scream.
He could only walk very slowly. They had to help him into the witness chair.
You make it sound like a long walk. It's not.
For an old man who uses canes, it is a long walk.
I want to do it.
I want to try this thing. I'm going to piece off 12 feet. That's the length of the bedroom.
You're crazy. You can't recreate that kind of thing.
This is an important point. Perhaps we should see it.
Oh, it's a ridiculous waste of time.
Do it.
I don't see any harm in it. Foolish, but go ahead.
Can you give me that chair, please? All right, this is the bedroom door. How far would you say it is from here to the wall?
It's about 20 feet.
Just about 20 feet. That's close enough. Now, from here to the wall and back is 40 feet, which is less than the length of the hallway the old man had to go through. Isn't that so?
Look, this is absolutely insane. What makes you think you can do this?
We can't stop him.
Look, let me try. It'll only take 15 seconds according to you. We can spare that. Now, who has a watch for the second one?
I have.
All right. Stomp your foot when you want me to go. That'll be the body fall. We'll time you from there. Let's say his canes are right next to his bed.
Right.
All right, I'm ready.
I'm waiting for the hand to get to 60.
Come on. A little faster.
It's faster than
Come on, faster.
Come on, speed it up. You go twice as fast.
This is even faster than the old man walking the
People,
quarter.
the roll's not that.
No, it's not. Come on.
You want me to walk faster, I will.
Speed it up a little.
Little.
Stop.
Right.
What's the time? 15, 20, 30, 35.
39 seconds exactly. That can't be.
39 seconds.
Now that's interesting.
Yeah, that's interesting.
39 seconds. 39.
And the only thing before, on his oath, that was only 15.
You know, far be it for me to call anybody a liar, but even given the difference in speed between you and the old guy, that's still quite a,
Quite a discrepancy.
Well, I guess that the old man was trying to get in front, heard someone racing down the stairs, and assumed it was the boy.
I think it's possible.
Assume. Now listen to me, people. I've seen all kinds of dishonesty in my day, but this little display takes the cake.
What dishonesty?
Tell me. You come in here with your heart bleeding all over the floor about slum kids and injustice, and you make up these wild stories, and you got some soft-hearted old ladies in here listening to you. Well, I'm not. I'm getting real sick of you. What's the matter with you people? The kid's guilty. He's got to burn. We're letting him slip through our fingers.
Slipped through our fingers, so he was executioner.
Oh, I'm one of them.
You probably want to pull the switch.
Oh, for this kid, you bet I'd pull the
I'm
switch.
sorry for you.
Oh, don't start with me.
What it must feel like to want to pull the switch.
Shut up!
You're a sadist.
Shut up!
You want the boy to die because you personally want it, not because of the facts. You're a beast. You disgust me.
Let me go! Kill him! Kill him!
You don't really mean you'll kill me, do you?
Is there a problem, gentlemen? I thought I heard some noise.
Nah, there's nothing wrong. You can take that, though. We're done with it.
Well, what are you looking at, huh?
I don't see any need why we have to behave like children here.
Nor do I. We have a responsibility. That is the remarkable thing about democracy, that we are, what is the word? Oh, notified. That we are notified by name to come down to this place and to decide the guilt or the innocence of a man we've never met before. We have nothing to gain or lose by our verdict. This is one of the things that makes us so strong. We should not make it a personal thing.
Thank you very much.
Why do you think?
Well, we forget. It's good to be reminded.
I'm glad we're going to be civilized about this.
Well, we're still nowhere.
Oh, no, we're somewhere. Oh, getting there.
Maybe. Maybe.
Who's got an idea?
I think we should try that vote. It's fun.
It's all right with me. Anybody doesn't want to vote? Yes, vote.
I want an open ballot. Call out votes. I want to know who stands where.
That sounds fair. Anybody object? Okay, I'll call off your jury numbers. I vote guilty. Number 2.
Not guilty.
3.
Guilty.
4.
Guilty.
5.
Not guilty.
6.
Not guilty.
7.
Guilty.
8.
Not guilty.
9.
Not guilty.
10.
Guilty.
11.
Not guilty.
12.
Guilty.
That's 6 to 6. Telling you that crime is right in this room.
The vote is 6 to 6.
I'm ready to walk into that court right now and declare a hung jury. There's no point in this going on anymore.
I'd like to know why you changed your mind, and why you changed your mind, and why you changed yours. There are 6 men here who think that we may be sending a murder loose in the streets. Emotion won't do. Why?
Well, it would seem that the old man did not see the boy run downstairs. And I feel it's unlikely that he heard the boy scream, "I'm going to kill you." Old man dreamed. And if he did hear someone yell, "I'm going to kill you," well, do we have any authority of this man to prove that it might not mean he's going to kill him?
Why don't we take it to the judge? Let the kid take his chances with 12 other guys.
6 to 6. I don't think we're ever going to agree on anything.
That's got to be unanimous, and we're never going to convince him.
I was alone. Now 5 others agree. There is a doubt.
You can never convince me that there's a doubt because I know there ain't no doubt.
Well, let's face it. We're a hung jury. It happens sometimes.
We are not going to be a hung jury.
But we are. Right now, a perfect balance. Let's take it to the judge.
If there is a reasonable doubt, I don't see it.
The doubt is there. In my mind,
Well, then maybe we should vote. What do you mean vote?
Man, vote on what?
Are we or aren't we a hung jury?
You mean if we vote yes, we're a hung jury? If we vote no, we're not a hung jury?
That's just what I was thinking.
We can't even decide if the window should be open or not.
Well, then we'll make it a majority vote. Majority wins.
If 7 or more of us vote yes that we are a hung jury, then we take it to the judge and tell him that we're a hung jury.
And if 7 or more vote no, then we aren't a hung jury. And and we go on discussing it.
Doesn't seem quite right to me.
It's the only solution.
I agree, it's the only way.
Anything to end this.
Okay, are we agreed then? 7 or more, vote yes, we take it to the judge.
Let's call our votes out.
I vote yes, we're a hung jury. 2,
No.
3,
Yes.
4,
Yes.
5,
No.
6,
No.
7,
Yes.
8,
No.
9,
No.
10,
Yes.
11,
No.
12.
Yes.
No.
Oh, it's 6 to 6.
We can't even get a majority as to whether or not we're a hung jury.
I went along with the majority vote on this question. I didn't agree with voting that way, not really. And I still don't. So I'm changing my vote. I say no, we are not a hung jury. I still believe the kid is guilty of murder beyond a reasonable doubt. There are still some things I want to find out from those gentlemen that change their minds.
Then we are a hung jury. And so we go on.
Good. You go on.
Why did you change your mind?
He seems so sure. And he does make a number of good points. While he just gets mad and insults everyone.
Does the anger and the insult change the guilt of the boy? He did do it. Are you going to send a murder loose in the streets because one of the jurors gets angry because he thinks a murder is getting turned loose?
That's true. There is a doubt.
I don't think so. The trap is straight in front of the window. Let's take that point. So the L train would have made a low rumbling noise. And L trains screech when they go around a curve. So the old man may have heard a scream, which is high-pitched. And it is a tenement, and tenements have thin walls.
Good. That's it.
And what if the old man was wrong on how long it took him to get to the door, but was right about whom he saw? Please remember, there weren't any fingerprints on the knife. And it is summer, so gloves seem unlikely.
Now, I want you to listen to this man. He's got the goods.
And it would have taken the murderer a few seconds to take out a handkerchief and wipe the fingerprints away.
Well, this is the point.
Why don't we just time this one to see?
Just what exactly are we timing?
Let's be exact, please.
I'm saying that the old man may have been wrong about how long it took him to get to the door, but was right about who he saw going down the stairs. Now, it may have taken the murderer about 39 seconds to get down the stairs and to the place where the old man saw him, the boy, that is.
This is right.
We reconstructed the old guy getting out of bed and going down the hallway. And we timed that. So why don't we reconstruct the actual crime?
As well as we could reconstruct it.
I think a murderer could use up 30 or 40 seconds pretty easily at that point.
Let's reconstruct the killing.
Yes, let's.
Here. Why don't you do the stabbing?
No. I'll do it.
Why don't you be the one that gets stabbed? You're younger than I am, and don't forget, you take 1 second to fall.
And he was found on his right side, so fall and roll onto your right side. If someone hates another person and wants to kill them, don't you think it's reasonable to suppose that they would stop and look at their victim for a second or two?
Divorce yourself in this particular case. Just human nature.
Well, yes, it seems reasonable.
Hey, wait a minute. He falls, and he ends up on his right side, the father did. But stabbing someone isn't like shooting, even when it's right in the heart. The father would have worked around for a few seconds, lying there on the floor, writhing, maybe.
That's quite possible. He would have had enough oxygen in his system to carry him for 2 or 3 seconds, I should think.
Wouldn't the father cry out?
Maybe the kid held his mouth.
Well, this is also a possibility.
Also, there's another point we'd like to bring out. Anyone who is clear enough mentally to wipe the fingerprints away after murdering someone, why, that person is also clear enough mentally to look around the apartment, or the room in this case, to see if there are any other clues. We'd only take a second or two, I should think, but still, he would look.
This gets better and better.
We're trying to make it clear. One doesn't talk about quality when murder's involved. Well, let's do it.
About this on the fingerprints. Now, the kid wiped the fingerprints off the knife, right? But what about the doorknob? I mean, if a guy came into my house, a guy who hated my guts, and I saw him wiping the doorknobs as he came in, that'd give me an uneasy feeling. So we must have wiped the doorknobs after the killing, and that'd take some time too.
You timed the last one out. Why don't you time this one as well?
All right.
Talk your foot. We want me to begin.
I want the hand to be at 60.
I'm going to kill you! You would have wiped both knobs. Stop.
20, yeah. 20, 25, 29, about 29 and a half seconds, I'd say.
And whoever did kill the old man, and I think it was the kid, he still had to get down the hallway and down the stairs, at least one flight of stairs.
You see? You see?
In view of this, I think it's reasonable to assume that the old man did see the kid run downstairs.
So now both time sequences check. The one you did and the one we did. And with running downstairs and everything, it pretty much does check out on time.
Sure, he's an old man and wants attention, but the old man feels the same way everyone does. A life is at stake.
So the old man's story may well be true.
Except for the fact that he absolutely swore under oath that it was only 15 seconds.
They all seem to agree that it's 25 to 40 seconds later.
You are now admitting that the old man lied in one case and told the truth in the other. Well, I admit that this does tend to confirm the story of the old man, but in part he is now a proven liar. And this is by your own admission.
It may be true that the old man lied in part, but I think I'm going to change my vote once more. Guilty.
What about you? What do you think now?
Well, I just don't know what I think. I want to talk some more. First I thought guilty, and then I changed my mind. Now I'm sort of switching back. Guilty.
What about you?
No, I'm in real doubt now. Real doubt.
I say guilty. Right the first time.
Now we're beginning to make sense in here.
Seems to be about 9 guilty to 3 not guilty.
One more thing about the old man downstairs. How many of you live in an apartment building?
I don't know what you're thinking, but I know what I'm thinking.
What's that?
I don't live in a tenement, but it's close. There's just enough light in the hallway to see the steps. Nothing more. The light bulbs are very small. And remember, this murder took place in a tenement.
The police officer used the big bulb so he could see, and one of you has a flashlight.
And the old man who misjudged the time by 20 seconds, we're all in agreement on that. This old man looked down the dark hallway of a tenement building and recognized a running figure.
He was 100% wrong about the time. It took twice as long as he thought.
Then couldn't the old man be 100% wrong about who he saw?
Oh, that's the most idiotic thing I ever heard of. You're making that up out of thin air.
We're a hung jury. Let's be honest about it.
Do you truly believe there's no room for reasonable doubt?
Yes, I do.
Pardon me, but perhaps you don't understand the term reasonable doubt.
What do you mean I don't understand it? Who do you think you are to talk to me like that? How do you like this guy? He comes over here running for his life, and before he can even take a big breath, he's telling us how to run the show.
No.
The arrogance of him.
No one is asking where anyone came from.
I was born right here.
Or where your father came from.
Maybe it wouldn't hurt us to listen to the people who come running over here. Maybe they learned something we didn't. We're not so perfect.
It's all right. I'm used to this sort of thing.
It's not all right.
Okay, I apologize. Is that what you want?
That's what I want.
Let's stop the arguing. Who's got something constructive to say?
Well, there's something that's been bothering me a little bit. This whole business about the stabbing and how it was made, the downward angle of it, you know?
Don't tell me we're going to start
That.
They went over it and over it in court.
I know they did. I just don't go along with it. The boy's 5 feet 8 inches tall. The father's 6 foot 2 inches tall. It's a difference of 6 inches. It's a very awkward thing to step down into a chest, but someone that's a half foot taller than you are.
You're not going to be satisfied until you see it, Hannah. I'm going to give you a demonstration. There, somebody get up. watch this. I don't want to have to do it. Is that about 6 inches?
That's more than 6 inches.
Okay. Let it be more.